I'm incredibly grateful that I can jet off to another country for a holiday. In May 2024, I flew to Tallinn, the capital city of Estonia, a Baltic haven where I spent 3 nights and 4 days. Tallinn is a well-preserved Eastern European city where the modern and medieval coexist. Although Tallinn is not as dynamic as London, it has its own cool vibe. Tallinn's well connected with the city tram. Although there is no underground subway, the tram, the bus and your legs are all that you'll need to enjoy this marvellous city. In this video, I'm going to share with you my top favourite places in Tallinn, Estonia. The first thing I fell in love with was the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral. What's not to admire about the detailed onion domes and the polished Eastern Orthodox exterior of this cathedral? The domes reminded me of traditional gurdwaras, which are Sikh places of worship, as they also have domes. The Alexander Nevsky Cathedral was built around 1900. The interior is renowned for its mosaics and icons, not to mention the fact that this cathedral contains one of Tallinn's largest bells, weighing at 15 tons. This special cathedral is free to enter and warrants a visit regardless of your background. The Tallinn Old Town is a national treasure. The stone walls, the cobblestone lanes and the well-kept domestic architecture is a blast from the past. Organised, multicoloured quaint shops secrete themselves along traditional lanes, providing a flavour of the unhurried medieval life. The Tallinn Old Town is a colourful splash. It's idyllic for morning and evening walks. The Tallinn Old Town is an emblem of modernity and tradition walking side by side. It's no wonder that the heart of Tallinn beats in the Old Town. Take your time to absorb every minuscule detail to unfold the chronicles of the Tallinn Old Town. The next landmark that captivated me was the Tallinn Wall. I'm a sucker for historic walls, and the Tallinn Wall is one of Europe's well-preserved medieval defensive structures. Constructed in the 13th century, the solid stone walls wrap around the old town, almost creating a bubble of the past. Famed for being almost impregnable in Northern Europe, this wall is soaked in history and stood the test of time against various invaders. Although there are 26 defensive towers and 2 intact gateways, you can only walk a portion of the wall. Ensure you take a leisurely walk on the wall and stop to admire the exclusive views of the city from the walls. The maritime world is mind-boggling, and Tallinn's Maritime Museum blew me away. The vast space and innumerable exhibits were enough to make me want to spend an entire day here. You can get up close to a whole host of maritime contraptions and sea engines, including this wicked submarine. Standing next to this imposing beast was thrilling, but exploring the inside, that was mega cool. There's also a plethora of activities to keep you engaged, including this inbuilt remote-controlled boat game, water experiments, aquariums, and other surprises which await your visit. If you've got the Tallinn card, then the Maritime Museum is free to visit. Peeking up in the Tallinn Old Town is what was once the tallest medieval structure in Tallinn, the Church of St. Olaf, dedicated to King Olaf II. Drawn by its Gothic spire, I decided to ascend the stone spiral staircase to reach the top. Be warned though, there are 232 steps, so you definitely get your leg day in. The platform at the top offers breathtaking panoramic views of the Tallinn Old Town, so it's certainly worth the climb. If you're looking for an interactive experience on the life and customs of medieval Tallinn, then you have to visit this museum. Free with the Tallinn card, you'll discover an assortment of medieval objects, weapons and armour that you can hold and even try on. There's also an abundance of reading material to satiate the reader's needs. Each floor provides select succinct exposition on the many exhibits kept in the museum. The real treat for me was scaling to the top and stumbling across an actual life-size catapult. Don't ask me why, but I've got a fascination with catapults. You can even walk around the catapult, touch it and take some cool photos with it. This museum's not to miss, so add it to your Tallinn goodie list. The Tallinn Town Hall can be found in the centre of the Old Town. This is the oldest town hall in Northern Europe and appears like something out of Clash of Clans. The Gothic arches, coupled with exceptional wood carvings and tapestry, draws you into a fantastical medieval sphere. The surroundings do get busy though, so plan your time here if you want to get some quality photos. If your palate's craving authentic Estonian cuisine, then I've got you covered. Step inside the old Hansa, which will transport you back to the good old days, where even the toilets are old. Charming waiters and waitresses are at your service in this dimly candlelit wooden haven. Even your seat transforms into a storage space, so put your phone and belongings away and rejoice in simplicity. Take your time to marvel at the murals, pictures and wall decoration. Enjoy the ambience and bask in the old way of life before technology had ruined the minds of humans. For me, the burning turnip was a pure delight, flavoury, unorthodox and delicious. The burning turnip is a traditional vegetable Estonian dish and it's a must-try for vegetarians. So pop into the old Hansa for lunch or dinner. I promise you, you're in for a real Estonian treat. Standing at approximately 314 meters is the Tallinn TV Tower. This tower was built in 1980 and is the highest building in Estonia. If you've got the Tallinn card, you can enjoy a discount. You can take a lift to the top to appreciate stupendous views of the vast green and urban space, allowing you to view Tallinn from a different lens. You can also enjoy sunsets and refreshing drafts from the cool air. The Tallinn Tower can be reached by bus or car, so get there early to take advantage of the quiet period because this tower can get very busy. When you finish up at the Tallinn TV Tower, I strongly suggest visiting Tallinn's Botanic Gardens, which opened in 1961. Why? Because it's a green paradise. Suitable for nature enthusiasts and insightful for the casual visitor, you'll discover innumerable plant species inside and appreciate various scents, sights, and temperatures. The outer and inner gardens are a superb way to release, relax, and reflect. Take in your holiday moment, feel upbeat, gracious, revitalized, and ready for your next adventure. The Tallinn Botanic Gardens are a natural luxury for everyone. Tallinn is an evolving city where you can experience tradition and modernity. If you're desperate for some hustle and bustle, then I suggest taking a tram to the city centre. Here, you'll see a multitude of skyscrapers, commercial buildings, and other important structures that make up the central sphere of Tallinn. There are plenty of spots for eating, leisure, sightseeing and indulgence, and whilst you're in the city centre, don't forget to go on the Ferris wheel or the Sky Wheel of Tallinn to enjoy an urban view of the city. You will also be in walking distance of the Kadriorg Palace, a famous Estonian art museum which is ideal for those with an artistic aptitude. And finally, the coast of Tallinn, which for me was a beautiful and delightful way to wind down. A lungful of sea air did my body well and the fresh draft was much needed. You may even glimpse a ferry or ship berthing. Nevertheless, the tranquil blue of the water and the sight of Helsinki's coast ahead filled me with gratitude and inspiration. Sitting by the coast and people watching was a reminder of how fortunate some of us are to be able to travel. I hope you found this video exciting and useful. Tallinn's a wonderful place to visit and there's so much more for you to see. The city is reasonably cheap, inviting and hospitable. I highly recommend it.